Hey folks, it's Abby, and the lovely Mel from a book friend named Mel has tagged me in the 5 stars prediction tag. This was surprisingly difficult to go through. Obviously I'm hoping that everything on my shelves is 5-star, and yet I struggled with this. So let's dive straight into those questions. First up is a 5-star prediction that is by a favourite author, and I haven't read it as of filming, so I have to say The Dark Mirror by Samantha Shannon. This is the 5th and most recent book in the Bone Season series, and I haven't read it yet, and I'm so excited. I recently did my reread of The Mask Falling, my first read through of the author's preferred text, and I am just so excited. I'm so nervous to dive into this. I adore this series within an inch of my heartbeat. It is the series. So if this isn't a 5-star, I will be confused. Next is that someone else loving the book has gotten you excited for it, and I am going to go with Bitter Blue by Kristen Cashore. There are so many people that have been excited about this series, but I am going to mention Carrie from Caring for Books with this one because she definitely loves these books. I'm pretty sure she is the one that gave me these. It's been a while and I really need to get back to them. I enjoyed Graceling and Fire, so I do need to dive back into this series. It's a really great YA fantasy series that I am looking forward to diving back into. It's a really easy read and really well done. Number 3 is that the blurb / tropes are so your thing, and with this one I'm going to go with one that's been on my TBR for far too long, and that is Odin's Child by Siri Petterson. This one has Norse mythology and fantasy, and I need it. At 15 winters old, Herka learns that she is the child of Odin, tailless rot from another world. Despised, dreaded and hunted, she no longer knows who she is, and there are people who would kill her to keep it secret. But there are worse things than children of Odin, and Herka is not the only creature who has broken through the gateway. Odin's Child is an original fantasy with Norse roots, an epic clash of fear of the unknown, blind faith and the right or will to lead. It sounds perfection. It sounds utter perfection. I need it. Why have I not read this already? Why have I put it off? Question 4 is my most anticipated future release. Now I would say Among the Burning Flowers, but I actually just finished that yesterday as of filming. I got an arc and oh my god, it's so good. So recommend. But I just read A Heart Full of Hatred, but Derek Blandy has announced the next book in the series. Do I remember the title? No. But Skull Over Pleasant is like an automatic 5 stars for me. Like, it doesn't matter what my actual rating is, it's a 5-star. So that is going to be my anticipated future release. Then a bold and risky prediction that you need to manifest into existence. For this one I've went with The Immortality Thief by Taran Hunt. This is a sci-fi set on a ship in space. I know nothing about this anymore. I got this like a year or so ago in a book box. But it's got really fast chapters, it's been described, short chapters, and it's been described as being really engaging, and I have been delving more into sci-fi, so I am excited to try this one, and I'm really hoping that this one's going to hit the mark for me. One that you've been putting off because your hopes are so high. The Ending Fire by Sarah El-Arifi. I would have given my entire soul to the first book in the series, The Final Strife. The second one, The Battle Drum, wasn't as good. I was still very interested, but it wasn't a 5-star. Final Strife was, dear god, that is perfection. Battle Drum was, that's good. And I have heard mixed things about Ending Fire. Luckily for me, the person that I've heard talking about it is Becca from Becca in the Books, and whilst I love her, we have very different reading tastes a lot of the time, so I'm really hoping that we are differing here and that I'm going to give this a 5-star even though she found it disappointing. But I'm nervous, so that's that one. Then a beautiful cover that you've already fallen in love with, and I kept like trying to look at like really floral covers and like intricately designed, but High Voltage by Chris Sudgeon and Jen Sudgeon I think is a really nice cover. Now, beautiful makes me think more floral, more delicate, but whilst this is stark and standout, I do think it's done really well. Also, the edges are just fantastic. But like the neon blue and pink on the black background and the skyline, I just think this is done really well, and I get that it's not traditionally beautiful, but I really like this cover. Then the next in a popular series I have loved, and with this one I had a few options, but Golden Hand by Garth Nix. I have been loving the Sabriel series and I can't believe I haven't carried on with it in like a year or two. There's a few series like that where I'm like, oh yeah, I know I'll love it, so I'm putting it off and reading the other books because I know this is going to be a win, and so I'll get through the other one. Why? Why not just read the wins? I don't know. But I am expecting this to be a 5-star read. It would not surprise me. This series is just a really well done fantasy series with a talking cat. Who does not love a talking cat? Number 9 is one that is popular and you want to get on that train, and the train left the station a while ago, but hopefully I can hop back on it when it comes around because Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier has been on my TBR for a long time. This is gifted to me by the wonderful Caitlin from Letters from Cromarty, and it is a classic. Rebecca is the name of this person's previous wife, and we are following an unnamed main character who is his new wife living in this home. I know nothing other than it is a classic, and I need to just sit down with this book at some point, and I'm really hoping it does a secret history rather than an If We Were Villains. Oh, I'm really hoping. And then question 10, the penultimate question, is a book that just gives 5-star vibes, and for that one I'm going with Chain Gang All Stars by Nana Kwame Adeji-Brenya. This looks amazing. First of all, the bright green. The bright green. Can we have a moment for the bright green? Secondly, it's just so topical, and I imagine it's going to be very well written because of everything I've heard about this one. So this is a controversial entertainment program inside America's prison systems. In packed arenas, live streamed to millions, prisoners compete as gladiators for the ultimate prize, their freedom. So it's giving Hunger Games mixed with the penitentiary system and the fact that it is primarily black people that get incarcerated in the United States because it's just enslavement under a different name. So yeah, I am looking forward to this one. I've heard amazing things and I am scared to read it because I am expecting it to rate so highly. So that's my answer for this one. And then the final question is to tag 5 booktubers. This one I always struggle with. Because I have many wonderful booktube friends, but not all of them are the sort that do tags, not all of them want to be tagged, some aren't making videos anymore, so I do struggle with this one. I am going to tag Veronica from What Veronica Reads, I'm going to tag Connie, I'm going to tag Hannah from Ladette M, I'm going to tag Chloe, and I'm going to tag Becca from The Book Sanctum. So, you wonderful 5, I would love to know and see the 5-star predictions that you've got on your TBR so that I can, if I've read any of them, pressure you into reading them sooner. Please let me know a 5-star prediction that you have sat on your TBR and why you haven't read it yet. Mine is because I'm saving them? Who am I? So I would love to know down below, and if you want to see what I think of these books and what rating I actually give them when I read them, then please do hit subscribe down below to see any videos that come up from me in the future. Thank you so much for watching, folks, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!